Just your first impression. What do you see in your mind's eye? What do you remember?
See what looks like tall trees.
It looks like tall trees. Describe these trees for me. What kind are they?
Like tall pine trees that reach up to the sky.
Very good. And as you look at these pine trees, from what place are you observing these pine trees?
Down below.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about this place. Look around you. As you look around below these pine trees, what do you feel?
I just see a lot of forest.
Mm-hmm. Is this daytime or nighttime in the forest? What does it feel like?
It feels like daytime.
Mm-hmm. And feel the temperature in this forest. What does it feel like?
Feels cool.
Mm-hmm. Very good. As you observe these woods, do you feel that you have a body there?
I can't tell.
Mm-hmm. Look down at your feet, see if you see anything. What do you feel? Use all of your senses. Do you have a physical body?
Doesn't feel.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't feel like a body.
Mm-hmm. So trust your impression. What does it feel like? Who is this observer? Are you energy or are you physical?
I'm not sure, but when I look down, I look like webbed feet.
Mm-hmm. Webbed feet, very good. So use all of your senses now to acclimate yourself into this body with these webbed feet. And see what else you feel. Imagine yourself touching that body. What does this body feel like with the feet?
Feels reptilian.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's use your inner eyes and let's take a look at your body. Beginning with the feet. Describe these feet for me.
Similar to a duck, just webbed.
Mm-hmm. What color?
Green or gray.
Mm-hmm. Keep going up. Let's see your legs. What do they look like?
Almost like a frog's legs.
Mm-hmm. Frog's legs. What else do you experience there? What does the torso look like?
Don't recognize it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look like a frog torso, but almost like a human torso.
Like a human torso. Take a look at your hands. What do you see?
I see webbed hands.
Mm-hmm. What color are they?
Same color as my feet.
Mm-hmm.
Look like kind of a gray, bluish gray.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Let's see what your head looks like.
Kind of looks like a reptile head.
Mm-hmm. What kind of shape are the eyes in?
Big round.
Mm-hmm. Look at your mouth and your nose.
Kind of looks like a reptile's head.
Mm-hmm.
Same kind of nose and mouth.
Mm-hmm. Anything else about this body? Take a look behind you.
Okay. Could be a tail.
Mm-hmm. Move around a little bit and see. What do you feel?
It feels like a tail.
Mm-hmm. Is it a long tail or a short tail?
It feels like a long tail.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I'm standing up.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel male or female?
I feel male.
Mm-hmm. How old do you feel? Young or old?
I can't tell. I don't feel old.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel real young either.
Mm-hmm. How does your body feel? Do you feel strong, or how does it feel?
I can't gain a sense of it. It's...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't.
Mm-hmm. So now that we understand what you look like, let's find out what it is that you're doing in this forest.
By a stream.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Describe it.
It's almost like a river. It's wide. There's a bank on the other side.
Mm-hmm. And as you're by this river, do you see any others with you? Or are you by yourself?
Well, I think I see others like me in the distance.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine this place is where you are? Is this where you live?
Could be. It's not like a human habitation with houses and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. It's just I see others like me across the stream.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's close this scene and let's go now to the place where you spend time, where you may call your home. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1. When I get to number 1, I'll tap your forehead, your third eye, and you'll see where it is that you spend most of your time. Taking a deep breath in now. 3, 2, and 1. Be there now. What do you experience?
I feel like there's a hole in the side of the river,
Mm-hmm.
like a cocoon, like where something would live. I don't know if that's where I live, but...
Well, let's take a look. Go towards that cocoon. How does it feel?
It just feels empty.
Mm-hmm. Is this a place where you would go?
Maybe. It looks like eggs in there.
Mm-hmm. Let's take a look and see. Get closer. Connect with that, and you'll know what they are. Are these your eggs?
No, I don't feel like they're mine. They just look like eggs.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything else around this place? Look around. What else do you see and experience?
I really don't see anything else.
Alright, so we're going to close this scene. Close this scene, and now let's go to the next significant scene in that same lifetime. Something that impacts your life. Be there now. Where are you?
I'm still in the forest.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What's happening today in the forest?
I'm just kind of wandering around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wandering.
Mm-hmm.
Not really doing anything, just walking around.
Mm-hmm. And as you're wandering, are you walking upright?
Yeah, I feel like I am.
Mm-hmm. Take a look at your hands, see if you're carrying anything. No. So let's see where it is that you go when you go into the forest. I'd like for you to go to your destination of the place where you usually go when you wander. Be there now. What do you experience?
Looks like a clearing.
A clearing. Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I don't see anything else around me, just a clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a campfire.
A campfire. Who do you imagine uses that campfire?
I don't get a sense of anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just see a clearing with a campfire.
Mm-hmm. So I want you now to focus on your feelings when you're in this place. What does this clearing feel like to you?
Just there. It doesn't have any attachment or anything. It's not like I feel this is home. It's just I've wandered upon it.
Okay. So let's close that scene. And let's move forward to another important scene in that same lifetime when something is happening. Be there now. What do you see in your mind's eye?
I see me with others like me.
Mm-hmm. Where are you?
Over by some rocks. We're all gathering. I don't know why. There's just more of me around there.
Mm-hmm. So as you're focused on this scene, I'd like for you to connect with the others. You're going to be speaking telepathically, so it's your thoughts that will be telling you why it is that you're gathered here today. Is there an importance of this event? Their thoughts will be yours. Get the gist of it. Is it for friendship? Is it for a purpose?
I just feel like we're just gathered there. I don't feel a purpose.
Okay. It's just a place to be together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel any connection with any of them?
No, not really.
Mm-hmm. You just exist among them?
I exist.
Okay. Very good. So let's close that scene. Close that scene, and we're going to now go to another scene in that same lifetime when something important is happening. Allow yourself to drift and float to that scene. And be there now. What do you experience? Where are you?
Just not really anywhere. I just don't feel like I've gone anywhere.
Mm-hmm. Are you still in the gathering?
Trying to get away from the gathering to go somewhere else. I just don't feel.
Mm-hmm. So let's see what's happening at that gathering if you're still there. I'd like for you to just watch that gathering and tell me what happens. Let's see if there's anything that happens at this gathering. What happens next? Look around and let's see how many are gathered with you. How many are there?
I just see a handful.
Mm-hmm. And as you are connected with these gathered here together, do you feel any type of kinship with them?
I just feel like we're all the same. I don't feel connection.
No connection.
No kinship.
Mm-hmm. So, do you feel neutral about them?
Yes.
Very good. So let's close this scene now and let's go to the last day of your life in that lifetime. Allow yourself to be on the last day. And tell me where you are.
I feel like I'm on the edge of a cliff.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I just feel like I fell.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel it was an accident?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fell off a steep cliff, way down below on rocks.
So take your last breath and detach yourself from that body, leaving that body behind. And as you look back at that lifetime, all lifetimes have a purpose and a lesson. What do you imagine the purpose of that lifetime was?
I felt very alone.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel any connection to anyone else, any of the others. I just was by myself.
What do you imagine you learned about that?
I'm not sure. I don't feel sorrow. I don't know if I fell because it was my mistake or things would have been different if I was with them. It just was. It was just because it was.
It wasn't the connection. There was no connection.
There's no connection with the others. There's an existence.
So, let's find out what that lifetime has to do with the lifetime of Stuart.
He's very alone.
What can he learn from that?
He isolates himself. He doesn't allow others to get close to him.
How is it affecting him?
He lives with it. He'd rather not get hurt.
He's living like that reptile, isn't he?
Yes.
Just existing.
Yes.
So what is that doing to Stuart?
Makes him feel very alone. Very separated.
So what would you like to tell him about that?
Don't be afraid. Let's open up your heart. Don't be afraid of hurt. It's okay to love.
See the images in your mind. Where are these souls from?
It's dark, far away, dark.
Keep seeing it in your mind. I'm going to put my hand over your third eye and let's release all of that blockage. See yourself now going to your home, going back to where you know each other. Allow the images to come. See where it is. Allow the images to come. Open it up. Look around you. See how you're connected. What's the first thing that comes into your mind?
It's like a place where, it's almost like these tall pods. It's, I don't know, explain them like mushrooms. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel a unit of, I don't know if I'm a mushroom like that, but I just feel connectivity with this group. This, I don't know where it is. It's someplace. Someplace I can't relate to. I just see.
Mm-hmm. Describe it.
Well, what I'm looking at is these colors again. These colors, more yellows and reds and blues and things. Look up and I see dark, but I see lots of stars. I feel light, like light, not color light. I mean, it's not bright. I don't see.
So go within and just know. Know where you are. What is this place? What do you call it? See the word pop up.
Say the word serious.
Mm-hmm. So allow yourself to see where you are. Zoom in. Is this a physical place where you are? Or an energetic place or dimension?
It almost feels both. It's, I don't feel tangible body like three-dimensional, but I feel it's almost like I see the image of, it's like the story, you know, the Grinch Stole Christmas. You look down on Whoville, you know, I see this similar like little, I don't know, groups of beings, and I can't really describe what they look like. They kind of seem far away.
All right, zoom in. You have the power to zoom in. Zoom in closer. Describe to me what you're experiencing.
I see a head with kind of a slender body, but kind of a big, not big round, but almost like pointed, with big eyes, big eyelashes. Very, I don't know, peaceful being, not too many discernible features, smooth, if you call it skin, almost a texture, if you want to call it, almost like a rubber. But it's almost like that little Geico guy on the commercial. What I see the head, the longer bodies, can't tell how tall, but on the heads, that most prominent are the eyes. Gentle eyes, like eyelashes. Kind, big eyes, but kind, not scary.
So as you get closer and closer, you can connect telepathically. Are these your people? Or are you just visiting?
I don't know.
Look at yourself.
I can see my hand like theirs. I feel a little bit more connection with them. I just don't know if this is home.
So I'd like for you to ask them, is this home?
Is this home?
It'll be instant.
Yeah. They said yes. It wasn't a loud yes, but it was, this is it.
All right, so let's find out more about your home. Allow yourself to see this place even more.
I see water. I see like ponds, and I see lots of colors, beautiful colors. Again, it's like if you were to look at a mushroom, forest of mushrooms, it's just soft, no hard angles, soft, rounded textures, and like a pond, maybe waterfall. These funky looking trees, but they're not trees here on Earth. They almost look like big mushroom trees. I don't know what they do. That's what I see.
Let's go to your family. Allow yourself now to see your family. Be there now. What do you experience?
I guess I see other couple, not many. One, maybe two others like me. One smaller. Can't say if it's a child. But I see another like me. The same one I saw when I first got the image. I see another.
Connect with them telepathically and ask of the one of them who they are. How are they connected to you? The answer will come into your mind instantly.
So we're all connected. This is who we are. This is
no separation.
Yes.
Very good.
But this little cluster of beings, this is my.
How do they feel to you?
Almost like we are physically connected, if there is a physical sense to it. It's almost like we interchange with one another as one, but we're independent as our own experience, but we're our own little group. And I only see two. I only see the one that's about my size, another one that's not quite my size, but...
Let's find out if any of those in your family are connected into Stuart's life now. Feel them. You'll recognize the soul. They seem familiar.
I feel the one that's my size is my mom. Just feel it. Just feel the same energy.
So let's find out why it is that both of you from this place were called to the earth at the same time to be in the same family. Where did that call come from?
God. I don't know if we got a call or if we volunteered. Well, we needed to. I don't know, maybe help out.
What's going on with the earth that needs help?
It's a lot of chaos. It's like too much separation, too much lack of connectivity. You know, it's just like people being lost in a maze. It's like I feel they just need help.
So what is it that the soul volunteered for on Earth?
I feel we volunteered into just almost to help in any way we could, but we came into this unit, this family unit. Specifically my mother and myself. And the other one, the third one that was little guy, I'm not sure if she's still there, but I feel more of a connection with this one counterpart. And I feel almost like drawn into her. It's like...
Is this your soulmate?
Yeah, it could be.
So feel her soul and see if you recognize the soul.
I feel a connection. I feel a love. I feel like a partnership. I feel like we're a duo. This is what we do.
Very good. Is there anything that this partner tells you?
She just tells me you did it. We did it.
You work together.
Yeah, we work together. We're a team. Mission accomplished.
Very good. Very good. So I'd like for you now to disconnect, completely disconnect from that place, bringing yourself back. And let's find out how Stuart will reach the new earth. What advice would you like to give him?
You've done what you've done, what you had to do. Keep your vibration high. Block out all the negativity. You're there.
How can you distinguish it?
You'll feel it. You're still dipping your toes in to the old earth too often. It's okay to break away. You don't need it. You don't need to be there. Don't be afraid anymore. Don't be afraid to let go. You've always been afraid to let go. Everything with you and this earth was a fear of letting go. Just... It's okay. Just... You've done what you had to do. Now do it for you. Show the courage to let go and don't look back. Just focus. Focus on the positive. Don't be drawn back to the negative. The negative is what you're trying to cure. You cured what you had to here. Help others. Help others be positive. By an example. By showing them what good people can do here. Share the knowledge. Share your lack of judgment. Show them that there is no difference. Show them there is no difference in people. No matter where you came from. No matter what you look like. No matter what your history. We're all from somewhere else. Nobody is from here. Mm-hmm. So many people just don't get that. It's a bad part of this experiment. It just too much mental independence. People don't know how to take the step. People need to trust when it's okay to be happy. When you don't need stuff. Stuff is for 3D, it's for this world. Stuff keeps you alive in the 3 dimension. It's the food that keeps you alive. It's the house that keeps you dry. It's just stupid ass guns that keep you safe. Drop that shit. Just Stuart needs to show. Don't be judgmental. Stuart needs to show. He can do that. He connects with people. He's got a connection ability. He can size people up real quick and be their friend real quick. He doesn't judge. And he sees people's weakness. Vulnerabilities. It's not a bad thing. He understands where they're hurting. He can feel where they might even not like him. And he empathizes. That was his dad's father's problem. He empathized, but he didn't know how to use it. Stuart empathizes. He just has to learn how to use the empathy. He needs to heal people. He needs to move physically. He knows that. When he moves, that's why he's antsy now. He just can't sit still. He knows his calling is not here where he lives, meaning he needs to move. He needs to start the second part of his life. He knows what that journey is. He's already been told. He already feels it. Just drop the fear, Stuart. Drop the fear of change. It's a problem you've always had your whole life. Is that you fear change. You're afraid to get out of your comfort zone. There's nothing to fear anymore. And when you move out of that comfort zone and you move to where you need to be physically, you will connect with people because you'll feel it. You'll feel the happiness it brings to you, and you'll feel the joy in return because you can feel joy. That's your empathic side, as you know when it's real. And you know when somebody's hurting. And you can find a way to make that hurting person just feel a little bit better. If not by words, by example. And they'll know you're not judging. And they'll appreciate you just for who you are. Because they don't care about who you are or what you do. They'll just feel from you how you can make them feel when you make somebody feel good. Whether it's having a bad day, grocery store, somebody cuts you off, and it just takes that one person to show kindness just for a second. It can change your vibration, it can change your feeling, it can change your day. It changes how you spend the rest of your day. That one little drop that you plant in that pool of water with somebody can just be the one drop at one time. It helps them. helps them change how they see, how they look at the world, how to stop judging, how to stop feeling negative, how to accept people, how to love themselves. And maybe they'll start doing the same for others. So, Stuart, you be the teacher. You don't have to stand up in front of a class and instruct. You teach by example, by kindness. And you show them that things will not get you down. If someone's mean and angry, feel bad for them. You don't just show them pity. That's just what they're going through, but don't take it personally. And every time you take a step away from that negativity of trying to keep that in like your grandfather did and your father did, you build up the Teflon just to keep that crap out of your life. And you'll feel yourself just getting stronger and stronger and stronger, brighter. You fuss so much about your money and being afraid to run out of money. Jesus, boy, just let it go. It's so sad. It's an earthly tie. Let it go. It's a safety net. You don't need a safety net. If you trust, you will get what you need. Put your intention out there. You get back what you give. When you put fear out there, fear of moving, fear of money, fear of whatever, take a step back. Don't be one step forward, two steps back. You're moving, you're getting better. Every day you feel it, you know it, you feel it. You feel yourself change. You feel it. That's why you're here. You did what you had to do. Boom. You're done. It's over. Let go of that fear and sorrow of what you went through earlier. It's time to enjoy your life. Wish I could slap you around, but you got to do it yourself. That's what people need to do. They need to just learn to take control and trust. And there are people finding the way out there. There are others that are showing the journey, like you, Alba, and others, Danielle, that are opening up the world a little bit at a time. It's about the one good thing of the internet. It can be so poisonous at times. It just harbors so much hate and vileness. But there is good. There is good everywhere. If you look for it, you have to look for it. You have to know where to look. Because if you put your intention out there, it will come. You will find it. You will stumble across it. If it's something on the internet, if it's something even in the news, if it's your next door neighbor, if it's somebody saying a kind thing to you, it's somebody pointing you in the right direction because you don't know where to go, it'll plant a seed. Whether it's that video, that's something that you read, something said to you. There are people on the front lines out there helping spread the word. To change all this craziness going on this earth. It's just lost its way. So many people just running around like crazy people, just sorrow. It's easy to feel bad for them because they're looking for hope. They just don't want to. This negativity that's out there is sucking them down. It's so easy. It's like a drug. It just feels so... People, some stupid reason, feel comforted by the sorrow and the hatred. It makes no sense. It's like they're afraid to open up to something different. They find companionship in the sorrow and the hatred, and they're afraid to leave it. They're afraid to be that one person that steps out in the light and opens the door and sees the sun. If they saw the sun, they could turn around and shut that door, and they would stay out in the sun, and they would see other people out in the sun, and they just feel like they want to call out to those still behind that door, but they know they have to find their own way. But people like you, Alba, you go through the door, other people go through the door, and you show them the door. You show them that there is a way out to a better place, really. A place that has peace. There is no hatred is made up. War is made up. People war for the stupidest reasons. It just fuels it for whatever reasons. It just feeds something else that's just not from here. It feeds others that live off of this fear. And if it's, my God, when you step out into the light, it's like, what took so long? That's what Stuart feared, was change, and that's why he feared stepping out into the light. His whole life was fear. Even something so obvious, stepping into happiness, stepping into love. If you trip, you trip. You get up. And guess what? There's a lot more than skin in your knee in this world. You don't skin your knee. It's just, why bother? Why bother walking if you're afraid to fall down? But when you stand up, you realize, I didn't skin my knee. It's fine. It's beautiful out here. You don't turn around and run back inside. You got to go back and help others. Help others whatever way you can. Be kind, smile, make them feel good about themselves. They will turn on their own light. They'll raise their own vibration. As they do that, as they turn on their own light, they will spread that to others in their family, in their circle, in their community. At their work, they'll just do it with a kind word, a kind gesture. They'll tell people in their own ways. They'll turn off the goddamn TV. Turn off all that goddamn hate. Just horrible how people get sucked into that. The world's not going to end. It's not going to end. People are made to believe the world is going to end. It is not going to end. It's an illusion. The world is an illusion. You were sent here to learn, to be yourself, to experience the joys and sorrows. More importantly, you were put on this earth to learn to help others. That's what love is. Love isn't how you feel about yourself. It's how you feel about others. It's you feel it every time you make a child happy or take in a stray animal. You feel the love back. And that's what fills your heart. It's not money. So people are put on this earth to feel the sorrow, because without sorrow, you can't feel what it's like to be rescued. You can't really feel what it's like to know what love is if you've never had it. But when you give back something to somebody who's not had something or has not felt it enough, you in fact will feel back what they feel at that moment. Because when you yourself have had those moments of joy, whether it be small or big, whether it be a true love or a smile somebody put on your face, and you know that one moment or that long moment of time where you felt happy, you felt peaceful, you felt blissful, and you felt, I don't want this to end, that kind of moment. But being a human, you always know the other shoe's going to drop. The shoe drops if you want it to drop. Again, remember, if you fall down and skin your knee, it's not the other shoe dropping, it's just you fell down. That's what life is. Life is stuff, okay? But you always got to remember to pick yourself up and stop looking over your shoulder saying, that's the way I thought it was going to be. It stinks. It's horrible. It's hard. No, it's not. You just think it is, and you were programmed to think it's hard. It is not hard. It is very easy, but too few people give themselves up to light and to love. It's easy to be comforted by others who want to give you negative thoughts. There's not enough people wanting to give positive thoughts and show the reward for it. Because here on this earth, the rewards are so tangible. You feel it. You feel the money in your fingers. You feel the sex. You feel the drug in your veins. And people want to give that to you because that's what satisfies your body. It doesn't satisfy your soul. It doesn't satisfy your spirit. It's an illusion. It's part of the experience, but you have to learn to start letting go. That's what growing means. And if you don't learn it here, you're going to learn it again and again and again. Trust me, that's what karma is called. You have to learn these lessons. Take your steps, even if they be small at a time. Even if you have to return again, you're going to learn slowly, but you will learn. And when you learn to start letting go of what's here, this illusion, it's just an illusion. It's an illusion. It was an illusion to keep you, to give you independence, to create scenarios in your 3D world to learn from. And you created those scenarios to learn, wow, this hurts and this feels good. And this hurts more and this feels even better. But along the way, with everybody being separated, it's easy to get drawn into the external forces. It's easy. Addiction is easy. Physical and mental addictions. It's sad. That's what's gone wrong here. Just that too much independence has led to too much independence. Beings are now being brought in to help kickstart, help get people a boot in the butt, just to take the step on their own so they can enjoy this existence, move forward, fall down, making mistakes, but know that there is something better. Don't look behind you and say, I gotta go back there because that's what everybody's telling me life is really like. That's why, thankfully, there are more light workers, more people coming down to help show the way, people like Alba, people like Danielle, others out there spreading the word. I don't mean a religious word, I mean the truth, the metaphysical, spiritual, the soul, the God source truth of what we are. We are not guns, we are not drugs, we are not money, we are not big homes and small homes, we are not poor people, we are not different colors, hateful people. That's not who we are. We chose these existences to learn a lesson. Even if somebody is hateful, that is what they needed to learn. And you have to understand, if you come across somebody going through that, that is their experience. It is not your experience. So don't turn your progress into a negative by letting somebody else's experience affect you. This world, this climate we're in now, it's all happening for a reason. It's getting people woke. It's getting people woke to be more engaged with one another, the community, to be more connected spiritually, because people are being pushed farther down into despair, like I was. And despair is a crappy place to be. That's where people are right now in this world right now. They're just feeling more and more desperate because they think things are getting worse. Things are happening for a reason. Two things are happening. People are coming to this existence to help show the light. They're just showing you the door. They're not dragging you across the door. You still make your own choices, but other people are here, as strange as it may seem, to make the despair more desperable, to kick people in the butt. People need to get off their existence of just existing. We're here more just to breathe, more than just to breathe. And if it means bad things happening in the short term, then so be it. This bad thing that happens in the short term is here for a reason. Don't look at it and say, this is the end. It is not. This is the beginning. This is the start of the beginning. This is happening for a reason. Everything is happening for a reason. And everybody will get there. Everybody will get there at their own time, at their own pace. It may not be this lifetime for them, this human lifetime, but they will come back in this human lifetime and they will slowly progress. But nobody ever gets left behind, ever. And you can progress at your own pace. But if people are telling you, showing you the door, just let down your guard, just to see what the door looks like, see what opening the door looks like. Open your mind. Let go of your old fears and your own thoughts of, no, that's wrong, that's bad. No, it's not. It's nothing. You created it. This is all an illusion. Everything you see has been created by you to go through an experience created by you, so you can have specific experiences in this point and moment in time, whether it be good or bad. Just remember that you are you, but you are connected, and we're just trying to get everybody connected again. And the next step is to go to the next level of vibration. We could still be separate, but we will feel it on a different level. We will feel joy, we will feel happiness, we won't feel anger with guns and war and hate. It won't be that way. Oh, people will be healthy. Things will be... It'll be the next step of progression. It'll be taking us from total independence to more of independence, but with love and kindness, and helping one another the way we were supposed to be when we came down here originally. That went awry. That went awry years and years and years ago for too many reasons to mention. It was just an experiment gone bad, gone wrong, not bad. There's still way more good than bad in this world. So don't believe because of something you see on TV or read in a magazine or a newspaper that everything's going to hell in a handbasket. That's not true. There is so much more good out there than bad. We just need people to start walking to the door. And some people to open the door, and more people to cross through the door. And like a tidal wave, like rushing water, it's going to go through the door and it's going to break open the door. It's going to bust through the door and there won't be a door anymore. And everybody that's still on the other side will see. They'll see. Oh, I don't have to be over here. This is not for me. It's just so much happier being over there. So this is like the first wave. This is like the first wave of people making the step through the door. Some people have already gone through the door. Some people are spreading the word that you can be happy all the time. It's nothing wrong with being happy all the time. All you have to do is shut out the negative. The negative is there to distract. It's keeping other people in. It's sucking other people in that want to stay here, that don't know any better. But once you get more and more through the door, and you see the light, and you realize, man, that place back there sucks. I like the light. It's warm out here. It's good. So Stuart, you just need to, you're out there. You know it's there. You feel it in your heart. you still want to put your toes back in the third dimension negativity world because it's too tempting. It's the drug. It's to always flip open the stupid iPad and check on the news, and it's like a sports game to see who's going to win and who's going to lose. It's not about winning and losing. It's about getting to the end of the game. And you go at your pace. And you know what your pace is. You've been told what your game plan is. Stop being distracted. Enjoy the rest of your life here. You already know your journey. You've been told more than once what your journey is. Trust it. Stop questioning it. Trust it. And when you get there to that new place, your world will open up. And you will be completely on the other side. You won't care about material things. You won't care about money and houses and stuff because you're going to fill your heart. That's what it's supposed to be about. And you'll be helping other people. You'll be helping animals. That's your passion. You'll be helping animals. You'll be showing other people how that helps them. You'll be leading by example. And slowly, more people are going to come through. This really is just the start. This is the beginning. This is what you would call the first wave. But it's getting better. And people are going to see it slowly but surely, some quicker than others. So that's what you need to do, Stuart. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive your past. You need to let go. Let go of your past. You need to open your heart again. When you do, you'll feel what I'm talking about. Start locally. Start in your own home. And then spread that opening up farther out. And then farther out. That's when you will feel yourself step over completely. Over into the higher dimension. Over where you want to come back, and you will turn off that TV, you'll put down the paper, because you will see nothing but good from that point on, because that's what you're going to attract. Your heart, your energy, your intention will only attract what it desires. That is the lesson people need to learn here. You get what you attract. Start attracting good. And when you start feeling the good, start attracting more. And then when you get more, it's like money. You'll want more. And then it might not happen all at once, but it's going to happen. It will happen, and then you'll be there. And then you'll no longer want what we get sucked into in this world. All the bad news, all the material stuff, it doesn't matter anymore. Because every time you feel better is when you want to help somebody else to feel better. And then that's going to make you feel better. It's almost like a good cancer. It's going to spread so fast. It's going to grow and grow and grow. But unlike a cancer, it won't kill you. It makes you live. So, this is the beginning. You know your plan. You step to the door, just learn to close the door.
Thank you. Would you tell Stuart why his knees are giving him problems? What are the physical conditions? Are those doors that he needs to go through?
A lot of his physical conditions are really what he kept pent up inside for so long. Mm-hmm. I mean, some of it is structural, but the pains that come and go so often without explanation, that's his fear. He doesn't need it.
Would you help him with that today?
Yes.
And let's work on his meniscus. So as he moves forward, he can walk through that door with good knees. Let me know you're done.
I'm done.
good. I want to thank you for his assistance when he asks who it is that spoke with him so beautifully. How do you describe yourself?
I'm what you call God. I'm one source. I just came through a couple of channels. I just come from where it starts, where all energy starts, where everything flows through at different levels, down to all of these levels. But I had to draw on the original source in order to get the right message down to Stuart and to you and others. It's just, that's where it comes from.
Very good. I thank you so much. Is there anything else, or are we complete today?
We are done.
Thank you so much.